Okay, so hopefully you paused and you tried it. So let's take a look. So we have a positive 9 times a negative 2. So one is positive and one is negative. So if they have different signs, that means my answer will be negative. Okay, a positive times a negative gives me a negative. So what's 9 times 2? Well, 9 times 2 is 18, so it should be a negative 18. So same thing here. I got negative 7 times a positive 4. A negative times a positive is a negative. So all I need to know now is what is 7 times 4? 7 times 4 is 28. So it should be a negative 28. Hopefully you got those correct. Multiplying integers with the same sign. Now, when the product of two integers has the same sign, so when two integers have the same sign, the product is positive. So same sign is positive, okay? So 2 times 6, they're both positive, so your answer is going to be positive. Negative 10 times negative 6, they're both negative, so your answer is going to be positive. The product of two positive integers is positive. You can use a pattern to find the sign of the product of two negative integers. Start with 2 times negative 3 equals negative 6. And 1 times negative 3 equals negative 4. So the positive times a negative is a negative. Okay? So using the multiplicative property of 0, 0 times negative 3 is 0, right? And 0 is neither negative or positive. So we're just kind of going down the line. If you can see here, all of them were multiplying by negative 3. All of them are being multiplied by negative 3, but now our numbers are getting smaller. So we'll go 2, 1, 0, negative 1, negative 2. And each time we see that we're decreasing, or we're not decreasing, we're actually adding by 3 here. So go from negative 6 to negative 3, negative 3 to 0, 0 to 3, 3 to 6. So it's kind of showing us why really this works. Okay? Because 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. 1 times negative 3 is negative 3. 0 times negative 3 is 0. Negative 1 times negative 3 is a positive 3. Negative 2 times negative 3 is a positive 6. Okay? So each product is 3 more than the previous product. This pattern can also be shown on the number line. All right? So starting at negative 6, add 3 to get to negative 3, which is 1 times negative 3. Add 3 to get to 0, which is 0 times negative 3. Add 3 more to get to positive 3, which is negative 1 times negative 3. Add 3 more and get to positive 6, which is negative 2 times negative 3. If you extend the pattern, the next two products, negative 3 times negative 3, should equal 9, and negative 4 times negative 3 should equal 12. Positive. Both positive. So this is just to help you understand why this works. Let's take a look at this example. Find negative 11 times negative 9. Well, they are both negative. Both integers have the same sign. So the product must be positive. So 11 times 9 I know is 99. So my product should be a positive 99. This next one. Negative 4 squared. So what does squared mean? What does this little 2 mean, this exponent? All right, so anything squared, so if I were to square a squared, this a squared is just simply a multiplied by itself twice. Okay, so a times a. All right, so that's what this little exponent means, just a little refresher. So what if it was a to the third power? Or a cubed? Well, that'd be a multiplied by itself 3 times. So a times a times a. So this question is saying -4 to the second power, or -4 squared. So this would mean -4 times -4. So a negative times a negative. So a negative and a negative, we know, should be a positive. So a negative times a negative should give me a positive. And I know that 4 times 4 is 16, so my answer should be a positive 16. One more example. So find -3 times -4 times -2. Now this one, they're trying to trick you because we were talking about pairs of negatives, but now they're giving us 3 negatives. So how do we tackle this? So with the associative property, we can multiply -3 times -4, or -4 times -2, or -3 times -2. Okay? So we are going to choose. So -3 times -4, we see that it's going to give us a positive 12. Okay? So a positive now times a negative, now that's going to give us something different. What is a positive times a negative? Well, we learned that a positive times a negative gives me a negative, right? With 2 different signs, we should have a negative. So even though they're all negatives, we should have a negative answer. Okay? Negative or positive 12 times -2 is actually going to give me a negative 24. So we took it piece by piece, one step at a time. All right, go ahead and try these on your own. So go ahead and pause and try.